Check, check. Yeah. 1, 2.
There you go. That works. Good morning. I'm Scott with Michigan Pool News and with Kevin from Aquatic Source. And this month's compliance month, and we pulled out our big, huge inspection, and we kind of started highlighting all the stuff in it that was compliant and issues, and they're all highlighted. I mean, almost all of them. But, you know, we're just going to go the ones that we see on when we're dealing with health inspectors in the spring, or if they just drop in, right?
Yep,
they just
facilities that drop in.
Yeah, when they just drop in. And when I'm looking at the mechanical room, what do they go after there first, Kev?
The biggest issue in the mechanical room is the flow meter, flow rate.
Just meeting flow rate?
Just meeting flow rate. If the pump clogged, impeller's bad, flow meter's got debris in it, that's the biggest issue with the health inspection.
Yeah, yeah. I know on filter rooms, the ones that we've talked about with inspectors too is or the filter itself, not the filter room, is that when they backwash, they don't flood their equipment rooms. So a lot of them seem to have a tendency to flood their equipment rooms, and they'll write them up for that.
Yep.
So on the pump and motor, what do you see there's normally they're going after?
Pump and motors, typically, they want to see an extra lint trap basket as their biggest concerns.
Mm-hmm.
If that extra basket's not there, they write you up for it, and they'll close your pool down.
Yep, yep. On heaters, one of the things that we see a lot of is everybody always has their influent and affluent temperature gauges, but the inspector knows that that you need to have a mixed temperature too. And a lot of the facilities don't have a temperature gauge of mixed water.
Not mixed, no.
Heading back. So on the chemical feeders?
Biggest thing about chemical feeders are they want to see double containment. They want to see feeders that aren't leaking, that have double containment, so that you don't get any chemicals on the floor, so you don't have hazmat.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then on the safety side of it, they always want to see all your safety equipment, but one of the things they always check is the eye wash station.
Yep,
to make
eye
sure
wash station is a big deal.
That works properly. I don't know if they ever say much, and we've got a whole section on air quality. I don't know that I've ever had them say anything about that, really.
Indoor facilities, they'll ask if your chloramine levels are high. Mm-hmm. If they smell something different in the room, and it's typically just a shock, and they'll come back and reinspect.
Surge tanks.
Surge tanks, biggest issues with those are air gaps in the fill lines.
Oh, people running the water right into them.
Yep, they want to see a 6-inch air gap so that you don't mix any pool water with drinking water.
We've highlighted the whole area pretty much under the pool area, but the number one thing we see is
trip hazards.
Yeah.
Everything's got to be level, caulked. It's very important that nobody trips and falls on the pool deck.
Another one that we see a lot of too is loose handrails. We get a lot of calls for just bad loose handrails. Yep. So the other ones that obviously they're checking closer now is, and there's another video talking with Scott Cunningham about Virginia Graham Baker. And then the other item right here that you got to make sure is
depth markers.
Yeah,
you have to have them.
Yeah, they have to be
very legible.
They did change it though. They do not need to be on the interior interior wall of the pool any longer. They need to be on the deck.
On the deck, and bench below water, 18 inches is a must.
Yeah,
if you have a stair or a bench.
Yeah. And then on the interior of the pool itself, the biggest complaints we get from officials is
smooth finish.
Yeah,
they want that. They don't want people to scratch their toes and have blood-related incidences in the pool.
Yeah, yeah. And then I know that we get a lot of the returns where the water is not turned down to the pool. It's mixing up on the top. You can actually see it blowing up on the top. So on the chemistry side, what are the inspectors looking for?
99% of the time, chlorine and pH.
That's it.
Those are the two biggest deals.
They even check alkalinity?
Not typically unless they've been in doing it for a while, but they always check pH and chlorine.
On the safety checklist, you just have to have it all, because that's an easy one for them to walk in the equipment room and look at is do you have all your safety equipment, from your blood spill kit to your shepherd's hook to your spine board and rescue poles and just all the stuff that you need. And then on the operations side, the one thing they'll always ask about:
what is your contingency plan? If you ever have an emergency, where do you go, and how do you go about fixing the issue?
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks, Kev. These are just some of the things that we've got on our inspection that talk about compliance issues, and if you need to get a copy of some of the normal stuff that you need to keep around there, you can give us a call. Thanks for viewing Michigan Pool News.
Have a good day.
Good one taker, man. That's the second one. That's good.